we see an unusual opening of two brothers taking turns slapping each other. The younger one is Lucas, and the older one is Tom. Once that is over, Lucas looks at some strange creatures on the internet. Then he goes near a huge building to place a photo in a hole in the ground. The photo is of him with a girl. Lucas knows she is still with him. He also loves her. He spills his blood on it before covering the photo with the earth. The next scene has Tom sitting at a bar. A girl comes in that he starts talking to. She is responsive to him, allowing them to connect quickly. It was her tattoo that made way for the quick connection. While they speak, the sheriff, John, comes to Tom. He wants to talk to him outside, so they do that. Tom sees Lucas sitting in the back of the police car. The sheriff does not say what he did. What he says instead is that their mom would be proud of Tom, though she would not feel the same way about Lucas. We discovered their mom has passed away. John thinks it's Tom's job to straighten out his brother. Back at home, the brothers are taking turns slapping each other again. We do not know why they do this. After that, Tom tells Lucas to stop getting arrested. The girl that Tom met at the bar is also now in the house. We hardly got to witness how they came together, and already she is making breakfast for everyone. Her name is Anna. Later, we hear Lucas yelling for help in the woods. 3 girls chase him while throwing rocks his way. Soon they stop to tell him to come to them. When he does, they want him to apologize. He offers it, but he does not know what for. One of the girls doesn't believe him, so she brings him to the ground. Following that, the trio makes him enter a building through a window. It's the same one where Lucas buried the photo. Meanwhile, Tom is in bed with Anna. She wonders out loud if it's scary to live alone in the woods. In response to that, Tom shows her his gun, which is the reason why he's not scared. He lets her hold it, saying it's loaded. Lucas walks inside the ruined interior. The girls want to know what he sees, so he lies to them, yelling out that it is dark and there is blood on the floor. In another room, he observes someone in the mirror coming up behind him. The monster grabs him, making him yell out. Afterward, Lucas awakens outside with one of the girls, Mariah. He asks her if she saw the monster that grabbed him. She did not. Surprisingly, we discover that Mariah is not too much of a bully without her 2 friends. She even tells Lucas that they are dating, yet it's a secret. Why she participated in the bullying in the first place is a mystery. Then Lucas shows her a figurine he collected inside the building, while telling her he saw something in there. Once he kisses her, she walks away. Later, Anna engages in target practice with Tom. We see both of them are connecting quite well. Life in the woods is something that she might come to appreciate. She is already having a good time, and Tom is comfortable for her to talk to. During some other time, Mariah comes to the house. Tom tells her that Lucas is not there, which makes her leave. Lucas is at the building where he got grabbed. He sees the same monster there again. Once it moves, Lucas runs away in fear. However, he does not escape for long, because it snatches him inside the woods. Surprisingly to the boy, it soon sets him down in another location without doing anything else negative. Lucas does not run away. Instead, he comes near the mysterious being and looks straight ahead along with it. Then they sit together elsewhere, like companions. They seem to be warming their hands near a lantern. Lucas seems to be ignoring the fact that it grabbed him twice now against his will. When he comes home, Tom tells him about the girl coming by to see him. He wants Lucas to make her chase him. Inside, Anna tells the boy she is a witch. After showing him her pendant, she states it is associated with good witchcraft. She also says her father was an evangelical, who she had not seen in 15 years. But Lucas tells her that his parents have passed away. After that, he talks to Mariah over the phone. She is sorry that she was mean to him, yet she thinks she has no choice, because those girls are her only friends. While they talk, Lucas hears a scary sound outside. He does not know what it is. In bed at night, he hears Tom arguing with Anna. She drives away due to that. As she does, we see the dark monster standing there. On another day, Lucas comes to the bullies at a pool. Mariah is there to bully him as well. It is a strange relationship they have, where they switch between being romantic partners to her bullying him. He wants to get in the pool, but they are against that. So he goes home, where he finds his brother sleeping. He takes the gun, which was in the drawer. Next, he goes back to the building to engage with the unknown being. It puts something in the boy's hand. He seems to be uncomfortable with it, and starts getting up. Yet the being doesn't want him to. Eventually, Lucas goes into the woods, where a dog starts chasing him. Out there, the monster appears to destroy the dog with ease. It does not even struggle with the act. Later, Lucas buries the dog. Near the house, Anna catches him washing his hands of the dog's blood. During dinner, she wants him to tell them about the situation. However, Lucas feels uncomfortable and leaves. When left alone, Tom gets into an argument with Anna again. It is because of Lucas. We see that things are becoming somewhat problematic between the two of them. What started as an easygoing relationship is now showing its thorny side. In the morning, Mariah knocks on Lucas's window to get him to come out. Meanwhile, Anna gets into an argument with Tom over Lucas yet again. She asks if he wonders where her brother goes all the time. He thinks she should not worry about him. The argument escalates and results in Anna leaving again. She was trying to help Tom, but it seems like he is sensitive about receiving advice concerning his brother. After she leaves, he looks at a photo of him with his family. Following that, Lucas brings Mariah to the sinister building. He wants her to come in and meet his friend. That is the word he uses to describe the unknown being, whose allegiance he is not even certain of. But Mariah does not want to enter, so he comes to kiss her. The monster sees this. It is uncertain what it thinks of it. Then we see Anna coming to a young girl who is placing posters wherever she can. Anna takes a flyer from her to see it is about a missing dog. In the meantime, the monster enters Tom's house while it is empty. It starts looking at the pictures on the wall. Soon Anna enters the house, calling out to Tom. Instead of finding him, she finds the gun hidden inside a toy. She hears something in the house, and shortly after, Anna encounters the grotesque being. Her reaction is to point the gun at it. The monster mimics her movement before coming at her. Afterward, Lucas comes to Anna's car to see marks on it. Once he returns home, he gets a call to pick up Tom. This prompts him to call out to Anna, but she does not answer. He finds the poster for the missing dog she left on the table. The place Tom needs to be picked up from is the bar. We see him trying to flirt with a foreign lady. He shows that he is even worse now by cheating on Anna. Lucas arrives to tell him about Anna not being home. Tom does not seem to mind. He is enjoying himself. At night, Lucas holds the gun in his hands as he lies in bed. Somehow he has acquired it, despite Anna possessing it when the monster got her. In the morning, Tom observes the mess in the house created by the monster. He also looks at the marks on Anna's car. Meanwhile, Lucas angrily yells out for the monster to come out while he's in the woods. Later, Tom asks him what is going on. Eventually, he says that maybe the monster got her. Of course, Tom doesn't believe that. During some other time, Tom occupies a bathtub with his clothes on. He tells Lucas maybe they should go to Florida. They have not been there since they were with their parents. Tom can't stop thinking about the time their mother lost her life. Lucas replies that they promised never to talk about it. Then we see Lucas with his girlfriend. He wants to play the slapping game with her, so they start slapping each other lightly. In a short while, she kisses him. Right after that, they hear Tom yell. Lucas rushes into the house and finds Tom trying to catch a rat. However, it is Lucas who ends up destroying it. Moriah is there to witness him do it. She becomes disturbed by his cruel action. Outside, she tells him they are breaking up. We see the situation has got worse for the brothers. Anna has been taken from Tom and Moriah left Lucas. On the next morning, Tom leaves for work. When he does, the monster enters the house. It finds Lucas in the bathtub, which it also enters. Lucas does not know what to make of this. He just goes with it. Once they are out, the boy gives it one of the photos from the wall. The monster throws it down. Lucas gets inspired to do the same. Then they start trashing the house together. We see now that the monster is causing Lucas to transform into a more destructive version. It has negatively affected him. What's worse is that no one knows about their relationship. If left unchecked, who knows what path it will make Lucas travel down. However, when the monster takes a certain shirt, Lucas wants the shirt to be put back. He struggles, trying to take it away. But the monster does not understand, perhaps thinking that now everything belongs to it. At that moment, Lucas hears that Tom has returned. This makes him hide his monster friend. Once Tom observes that the place is trashed, it prompts him to desire only one thing: play the slapping game. Tom slaps his brother harder than in previous times. Lucas slaps back, yet not as hard. As they play, the monster appears in the distance. We see that when Lucas gets slapped, the monster's head moves along with the boys. It seems to be connected to him on a deeper level. Tom asks what happened to Anna, and Lucas sees the monster is about to strike him, so he hugs him, which stops the monster from doing it. It walks away, out of sight. Following that, Lucas cleans the house while Tom sleeps. Then he goes back to the sinister building. Once he's there, he follows a trail of teal plants into the woods. They seem to have led him to find Anna's pendant. Upon finding it, he also finds her buried within the earth. This causes him to run away. While he does, the bullies jump on him and bring him to the ground. One of the twins tells Moriah to spit on him, so she does. Afterward, they hear a terrifying scream. At that point, Lucas frees himself before punching one of them. Then he runs away. That prompts them to search for him. While Moriah searches alone, she states she is sorry for doing what she did, but she was scared. Soon the monster appears to strike her down. When Lucas sees her lying unconscious, he rushes to tend to her. The bullies see it too, and they just leave. Left alone in the woods, Lucas sees the monster. He accuses it of doing all the harm. It makes him angry, causing him to throw things nearby. Shortly after, it vanishes without harming the boy. It is confusing now to understand what the monster is doing. Destroying the dog was understandable, because it was likely going to harm Lucas. But to bring such an injury to someone Lucas likes is an act that exists outside of protection. The next scene has Tom coming to John near the police station. He wants to see his brother, who seems to have been taken in. But John does not let him. Inside, the sheriff talks to Lucas, asking him who the monster is. He also wonders if Lucas himself is the monster. At a hospital, Moriah's parents agonize, seeing their daughter in her injured state. Tom is also there to watch the family struggle. Back at the police station, Lucas awakens to hear the alarm going off. He leaves the room and sees a lifeless officer. This makes him collect a gun. He walks cautiously with it until he encounters the monster. He points the gun at it, but he doesn't shoot. He runs home and takes a knife. Then he calls Tom, telling him to come home. In the meantime, Lucas lays out several toys on the floor. He separates them into two piles of uniform colors. That is when the monster joins him. Lucas asks whether it is good or evil. The two alignments are meant to reflect the two different piles of toys. He wants to believe it is good, yet he thinks it's evil. The monster responds by moving the toys to the side. Lucas tells it they cannot be friends. At that moment, Tom comes home to see them hugging. The monster approaches him and strikes him down. They fight while Lucas cries. Their fighting seems to be a more brutal version of the slapping game that Tom plays with Lucas. It causes the boy to finally shoot the monster because it was winning. When it comes to him, he stabs it with the knife. It touches his face in a non-hostile way before collapsing. Then Lucas comes to Tom, crying for him to wake up. This is where circumstances can end up. When one befriends a monster and allows it to do whatever it wants. He stopped it, but at a very late time, his life already fell into ruin. The police arrive just seconds after. They point their guns at Lucas, who observes that the monster is no longer there. He becomes dumbfounded due to this. He possibly realizes there was never a monster after all. The monster could have been him all along, just like the sheriff suspected. The frustration that came with losing his mother, along with getting bullied, probably created that monster.